Welcome back to the 8:30 show. Um, on this episode, we're gonna kind of talk about the past stuff that happened over the course of the week with the Drake and Kendrick Lamar battle. Kind of get our input on it. Kind of give our comments of what we've seen across the internets and things like that. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was an interesting weekend.
very interesting. Very interesting.
The back-to-back song drops,
Uh,
that was pretty great.
I really enjoyed it, but it was killing me because as you know on the 8:30 show, I kind of do all the engineering of this stuff. I set up the videos, I post them, I do all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
We're a two-person band here. Maybe in the future we'll get more people, but right now it's just me and her, and um, so we do a lot. I do a lot of the stuff, all the stuff that you see is kind of coming out of me as far as producing it, with the help of her as well, and guiding me on like how to name things, use certain hashtags, stuff like that.
He does it all.
Uh, I
I
try,
just show up.
but it was funny. It was crazy how like
Excuse me.
you
Sorry.
know we're about to do a reaction and then boom somebody drops, and then
Yep.
boom, somebody drops, and it's like shit. Hold on, let what the fuck? Let me. I don't. Somebody stop.
Yeah, that was great. Actually, that was pretty great. I love living in this time because
Yes.
uh I don't have to wait for something to come out.
Yeah. Yeah. Growing up in the '90s, yes, we had to wait until it hit
World.
the world. Yeah. Um, all the different disses that had happened throughout the ages in hip hop up to this point. So yeah, it was interesting, and it was interesting how everything was developing. You know, we get the first record, we get that first record with first person shooter, kind of the intro, and then
Yeah.
you get the like that intro where okay, is it gonna happen? Is then you hear then J Cole drops, um, you know, 7 minute drill,
Hmm.
and then you're like, oh shit, yeah, it's heating up. It's about to be on.
Yeah.
And then J. Cole drops out. And then next thing you know, you get push ups.
Okay, but real quick,
Yeah.
he dropped out and he was safe. Like
Yes.
like he was safe.
I mean he took a couple of shots, but they weren't nothing directed, that like really hardcore shots to him. You know what I
Not
mean?
all the memes were like, he saved himself
Yeah.
from this shit. But
he's
it
on
was good
he's on a
regardless. It
he's
was
on a
good.
what was it? He's on a bicycle. Everyone was he's on a bicycle, or
Yeah.
he's on the beach at the park, or
Yeah.
chirping with the birds and
Doing everything but beefing. Yeah. That
and
was good.
then and it was crazy because excuse me, I got to rub my eye. It was crazy how the narrative started with that, because everybody was like, hell yeah, we about to see like this whole tier championship level battle of rappers, and
Yeah.
soon as he bowed out, everybody was like, fuck J. Cole, he's a pussy, we don't want to hear your music no
Yeah.
more. Your name is Nap King Cole because your
Oh
shit is
my
musical
god.
NyQuil.
Fuck.
It was all those memes, and I was like, I wasn't upset. I was disappointed. I was disappointed because, like, I was telling somebody online, one of my buddies, like, for me, every rapper is a battle rapper, but
Mhm.
not every battle rapper can make a good song.
Yeah.
And his contradictory point was, no, battle rap is something different. And I'm like, it's not. It's inherent to me. It's inherent in rap. I don't know how many people agree with that,
Yeah.
but that's how I feel. Like, it's very braggadocious on yourself. It's you ain't shit. I'm the shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can't beat me lyrically, even all the way back from the Jive Turkey bars. back then it
Jive
was like
turkey
that, when
bars.
it started in the park, you know what I mean?
No, I get what you're saying.
So for me it's like, yeah, it's to me it's inherent. Like, yeah, now you have a whole league of battle rappers and you have that different branch of hip hop that's separated from the trunk of hip hop
Yeah.
of that tree. And that's great. It's a great thing. But I was disappointed. I was disappointed in J. Cole.
What's meant to be is meant to be, and the way it went down,
Yeah.
that's how it's meant to be.
But he's the only one I feel that got out of this battle practically unscathed.
Yes, I agree.
Everybody else got some smut on their name.
Yeah.
Even Kendrick, Drake, everybody, Ross, all of them got a little bit of smut on their name. J. Cole got the least. He got like J. Cole went in there and got his t-shirt dirty and was like, you know what? That's it. This was a brand new, fresh white t-shirt. Y'all over here throwing smut everywhere. I'm out. Peace. And like I said,
I
I
mean,
was
it just
disappointed.
got real dirty. That's why.
Yeah, he
It just
wasn't.
got real dirty, and I think he was just not down with that.
I feel like he wasn't down with it for two reasons. I felt like he may have foreseen what it was gonna require of him, and I don't think he wanted to take it there. Like
Yeah.
he said in his speech, if it weighed heavy on my soul and my heart and this and that, and I think he just I feel like I feel like him, Drake and Kendrick, I feel like he feels those are his friends, his colleagues, and he didn't want to burn bridges that could potentially
I
not
agree with
come
that.
back from.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So as a man, I understand completely J. Cole's perspective. But as a fan of hip hop for practically all my life, you know what I mean?
It was
It
disappointing
was
for you.
disappointing.
No, I hear you.
Like there's a to me there's not a Mount Rushmore of hip hop. You know, I believe there's champions of every era.
Yeah.
And one of the champions that I look up to in hip hop on
Mhm.
that pedestal is Karis One. And he said back in the day on the if you know your hip hop on the Beef DVD, he preps for everything. He's like the hip hop Batman. He's got a rap, a lyric for every rapper in the game. And that's how I feel like you got to be as a rapper. Like you got to have heat, even if it's some generic bars that you can just manipulate to go against any different opponent.
Yeah.
You got to have that. You know what I mean? You got to have that in your repertoire. You got to have your different styles, your different flows. Be able to get on different cadences and all that. This the whole gambit. So yeah, I was disappointed in J. Cole. He let me down. Like I like J. Cole. you know?
I can't really say anything. It is what it is.
Yeah.
He, he didn't feel like participating in the smut. So
Yeah. But I mean,
Smut Fest 24.
he's not the first rapper to let me down either
Yeah.
when it comes to rap. Like I'm a fan of Cannabis, and he went on a battle circuit and failed phenomenally. He super failed. I mean, you can't go to a battle rap and pull out your notepad and let me read these rhymes I wrote for you. No, can't do that. Like, no, just if you choke, you choke. Just call it a loss and move on. But you went and pulled out the notepad, bro. Like the notepad. Like I should never see your notepad.
Okay,
And that
so
was against
so
Disaster.
school me here. I the notepad's bad.
So in a
You
battle
got
rap,
a
yes,
freestyle. Okay, calm down. Shit.
yes,
You
For-
got a freestyle.
yeah.
Okay.
So for instance,
Again, the
like,
rules of rap. I
well,
don't,
well, no, that's not just the rule of rap. That's just a rule
I
on the
don't know. That's
stage.
what I'm asking.
So Disaster and Cannabis did a battle. This is many years ago. I want
Yeah.
to say probably 2010, 2012, somewhere
I
around
feel
there.
like I know this
Yeah.
as much as you listen to to
So
him, period.
so I was like, oh hell yeah, this is gonna be dope. This is gonna be dope. I go to watch it, and he's like, oh, I got beat up before the rap battle, and I'm like, okay, he's got his arm in a sling, Disaster sitting there like ready to go. I like Disaster too. And then all of a sudden he start off and it's kind of like some bars that I've already heard of his before, and I wasn't mad about it. It was like the opening, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way in, I'm gonna kick it off. This is how I'm kicking it off, and I was cool with that. But then all
Okay.
of a sudden, like Disaster goes, he does like 1,000 bars, and then Cannabis gets his turn to go up at bat, and next thing you know, like a notepad is coming out, and it's a notepad of rhymes that you. It's not a notepad that you're using as a prop to be like, yeah, let me show you these pictures I drew. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't
He
like,
up there like,
yeah, you can't be. No, like your notepad is for the booth. It's for what you write your rhymes on. But
okay,
when you
but you
go,
can't present it.
yeah, it's got to be up here. Yeah, you can't present it in the battle like, here's my notepad of all the thousands of rhymes I've written. Let me flip through the pages and see which one best fits you in this scenario. No, no, you got to have it already up here. That's like that's like
I don't know.
imagine
I don't know these things, so
that imagine
that's
imagine you go to watch a
interesting.
imagine you go to watch a live band perform, or you go to watch a singer perform,
Yeah.
and then they walk up to the stage or sashay they ass to the stage, and all of a sudden an easel pops out from the stage and it's got the lyrics that the song that they about to sing. You gonna be like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's bad enough that you know that they up there lip syncing half the time, and you're like, wait a minute, I
This
pay
ain't
good.
karaoke.
Yeah, I pay good money to listen to your real voice, not the remix, not the mix down. I want to hear what you
Damn.
really sound like, and
Okay.
that's kind of the thing.
I
Like,
get what you're saying.
so
That's hilarious.
yeah, your band, your favorite band, come to the stage to play the live music, and all of a sudden they pull out an easel with the notes, with the melodies and the notes and the chords that they got to strum on their guitars and
Well,
shit.
okay. I can accept that if they're like playing a new instrument that they don't normally, you know? No?
Look at my face.
I guess not.
No, that's for rehearsal.
All right.
I by the
Unforgivable.
By the time, yeah, it is. It is. By the time they hit that stage and my ticket has been accepted at the ticket person, and they tear the little piece off and give me the stub back, by the time I hit to that area where I'm supposed to be at,
Yeah.
they should know every single
Professional.
note.
Yeah.
I paid money for a I don't call a plumber and he'd be like, let me go and look at the book. You know what I
I
mean?
can accept that. Yeah.
So yeah, I was disappointed in that.
All right. So let's get back to.
So moving along, you know, then we had all this time in between after push-ups, and I thought push-ups was a tough record. I was like, this again, Drake knows how to make good music.
Mhm.
I've never said that he makes bad music, that he's a bad artist.
Yeah.
He makes good music. He knows how to put it together. I mean, like he said, how can I be anyone's number one? How can I have a number one fan when all of them coming to me to get a hit? And I feel it. Like, yeah, you're right, Drake. You are the hit man.
Okay.
And I was like, this is a tough record. I wonder what Kendrick gonna do. Like, I know what Kendrick can do. I've heard Kendrick's music throughout the time.
So right now that you said that Drake can put a song together and
Hmm.
yada yada. So my thought, because ever since I hate that you planted that seed, ever since you mentioned to me about the whole ghostwriter thing and we went into depth,
Hmm.
like we went in depth on that conversation, now I feel like, is it really him? For real, like, is it really him? Is he the one putting it together, or is somebody telling him, let's put it like this, like this, like this, and he's just like,
You
yeah,
say it like this.
yeah, say it like this, and it's now I'm planted that seed, so now I'm in doubt of what his skills really are.
Now, I want to be clear about what I when I said that. Like, it's not about him going in there with his buddies in the studio and then he's saying a rhyme, they hearing it back, and they're like, nah, you know what, you should say it like this, or you should take that word out and exchange it with this word. That happens all the time. That's not ghostwriting.
No, 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 no.
You know what I mean?
That's not what I'm saying.
I'm saying that for the
I'm
audience.
I'm not saying that that's ghostwriting.
Hmm.
Someone wrote his lyrics. That's
Yes.
ghostwriting. No, what I'm saying is the architect of putting said song
Hmm.
together along with the producer who makes the music,
Hmm.
right? So you got that person and you got this other guy who's just like, we gonna have you say it like this.
Yeah.
Just repeat after me, and he's over there.
Verbatim.
Yeah, verbatim. Yeah, exactly. But it's that's not the ghostwriting. He's the lyrics he's using is already written.
Correct.
It's who's putting the song together. And what you said was he puts a good song together. And I'm like, well, what if it's not him? That's why I said you planted that seed. And now I'm just like, but
Yeah.
does he contribute or is he just the voice? And like, oh, this is how I'm a sound and yada, yada, whatever.
Yeah.
But you put that doubt in me.
Because it is. It's a real doubt when it comes to Drake, only because he has that jacket in his file.
No, I get
You
that,
know,
but I
yeah.
just find it interesting.
He needs more cowbell. And that there's that guy back there saying more cowbell. There's a man in a chair for Drake, and you don't know if it's really him or if this is
And
somebody
that's the
else.
doubt.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
other than that, hey man, what comes out of his camp is good music. I can't say it's not. I mean,
No, no, no. I'm not trying to take away from him.
yeah.
It's the whole I had no knowledge of this.
Hmm.
You dropped the knowledge and I've absorbed it and now it's expanded into, well, what if he's actually not putting these songs together? What if it's someone else telling him this is how we are going to put it together? But he's just like, yeah, yeah, that kind of thing.
This gonna be a hit.
Yeah. So someone is the architect
Yeah.
for his music
Yes.
and he may have input, but his input is,
Yep.
you know, I
That's
don't know,
what
I just
happened.
made a face,
And
but
that's what happened with the whole Quentin Miller situation. His reference track came out, and it was Quentin Miller actually doing the song,
Mhm.
but Drake actually performed it, in the end.
Yes.
So,
Obama, I saw a video where they asked Obama about Kendrick and Drake,
mhm.
and he said that he called Drake an entertainer,
Yes,
which I found in it as an interesting video
yeah.
because
I,
it's so
I
relevant right now.
I lean more with Drake as a great entertainer, great performer. That's the category he's in for me. That's why I said when it comes to a rapper, it's hard for me to fully engage him in that conversation. That's why I can't put him in a top five of best rappers or MCs, whatever you want to call it, because of that asterisk by his
No,
name.
I get that.
And it'll go down in infamy with him, but I don't take anything away from him
Yeah,
for
I
that.
mean, he's making his music and he's making his money,
Yeah,
so whatever.
exactly.
He living up in his little castle, not
Hmm.
giving a fuck what anybody thinks.
So yeah, so that record Push Ups, that was a tough record. I thought, wow, that's pretty slick. And
Mm-hmm.
how he did it, it was witty, it was funny, drop
Mm-hmm.
and give me 50. When Top say drop, you better drop and give me 50. I was like, And then you start seeing like on Instagram, you start seeing videos surfacing of Kendrick Lamar doing push-ups or burpees. And I'm like, oh,
The internet is fucking
it's, it's
quick.
undefeatable,
Oh, for shit. For
undefeatable,
shit.
undeniable.
Yeah.
Like you're
It's a lot of
never,
shit that they put out there, and you're just like, it's like immediate. I love it.
you can't even pull the plug.
No,
It'll never stop. It's over.
no, it's over.
So I started seeing those type of things, and it was like, man, that's crazy. Like, fuck, that's a pretty dope song. Like, that's gonna be a tough disc to beat. And then Kendrick drops, no, then Drake drops the Tailor Made thing, which
Are you getting these in order?
yeah, Drake drops the Tailor Made thing, and it was cool. I thought it was creative. I thought it was interesting, but for me, the thing I didn't like about it was the use of AI.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that's what I didn't like about it.
That. That.
Yeah, I did not like the fact that he used AI. Like there had been at that point in time, there had been a bunch of different like response songs generated by AI. Some were pretty good. Some were pretty good. Like the lyrical content and how the this was arranged and orchestrated was great. I think one of them that I really liked was called Kill a Butterfly,
Hmm.
which is a play on to pimp a butter. Oh, I can't speak. Can't say that
My
fucking
throat
word.
is dry. God damn it.
Um, it's a play on to pimp a butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. That album,
Okay.
and so I thought it was pretty interesting. I listened to it. It was a good record, but it was AI, and it was like I can't. I don't want to review this because this ain't really real. And then for me, I'm putting out propaganda at that point. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
I'm already bootleg journalism. So it's like I gotta make some kind of real effort to not put out the bullshit. So I didn't want to do any reactions to anything that had to do with AI. And at the time when that song came out, I wasn't sure if it was a real song or if it was all AI created. Turns out Drake did that. And so I was like, do we? Nah, I don't. You know what? If I'm not gonna
I
do,
like Drake. I like Drake, but I didn't. It that wasn't for me.
yeah. So it's like I
And
felt
it,
like,
I don't. If it has nothing to do with the AI opinion, I just didn't care for the song
yeah.
itself.
Well, my thought was if I'm not gonna do any AI reviews, if we're not gonna do any of those, then we shouldn't do this one either because this is AI, even though now it's confirmed.
Yeah.
I think that one. So that for me, that was a complete miss. A lot of people liked it. A lot of people loved it. It was controversial. It was very provocative because you had Snoop and you had Tupac on there as AIs. Great. But then Kendrick drops Euphoria, and all the stuff that was mentioned in there, like you need a whole 3 days to try to decipher all the words. You need a decoder ring. You need a dictionary. You need to go back and that meme where it's that dude and he's got the wall up and all he's got all these strings leading to this
Pins
one
and
thing.
strings. Yeah.
Yeah. You need that. You need a crime mystery board to to figure out all the different stuff, and people did it. I did not have the time or the energy or the effort to try and decipher every single bar. It was just way too much.
Sorry.
Well, you lost that for now.
That a bitch. You better
Where is it?
grab that for me. It's
Oh, it's
right
just right
there.
there.
Yeah.
um
Sorry.
so I just felt like it was just too much.
Yeah.
Like it was dope. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. It was just I wasn't gonna decipher that shit. I was not about to put on my Dick Tracy hat and get to a crime detective and trying to solve
The
that
ending
riddle.
for me is what really had me intrigued. I was in at
Oh,
that
the
point.
the we don't want to hear you say nigga no more.
Well, yeah, I guess that's,
That was
yeah.
it. Yeah,
After that, yeah. The first two parts are,
yeah.
the switch of the
The
songs,
three
but
switches.
once it
Yeah.
got to the third one, I was in.
So yeah, I was in. I was like, okay, this is okay. This is about to. This is happening. You
Yeah.
know. And if we're gonna put Euphoria up against Taylor Made, then I'm gonna just have to go ahead and say that, um, well, Euphoria goes against Push Ups,
Mhm.
if I'm not mistaken. But since we didn't do Taylor Made,
Yeah.
so I'm just scrubbing that one. But then he dropped Family Matters, Drake. And I was like, oh, this is a cool record too. Like, okay. But then we got Meet the Grams.
30 minutes later.
All right. And I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers going in. I ain't even had enough time to really digest
He
all
went
this.
all the way in though.
Hmm.
Kendrick Lamar went all the way in.
And regardless of, I don't,
Mm.
I'm sure you've seen all the news around it at this point with
Yeah.
that, oh, can Drake fed him fake information. It's a
Well,
battle.
That was Drake's song at the end
Yeah,
that he fed him bad information and
yeah.
whatever. It,
It don't
yeah.
matter. It's a battle. You say, for me, it's a battle. You can say whatever you want to say. If you want to say your mama's a hoe, if you put it together clever enough and witty enough, I'm gonna bop to it. Like, yeah, that nigga mama is a hoe. I don't care, you know, how far you go.
Yeah.
You know, if it's real tea mixed in there with it, then yeah, I'm even more down. Like, yeah, that right there, that whole bar was a pacifier. You can't say nothing. Just go ahead and sit down. You know, that's the kind of thing that I'm saying. I say, but then we had the infamous bomb drop and street sweep the whole West Coast, cleared the scene, and that was Not Like Us, where Kendrick said, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop another one like
Mm-hmm.
DJ Khaled and Diddy Bop on him.
Yeah.
And Crip walk all across fucking anything that Drake has to say at this point. And Mustard was like, yeah, go ahead and take that, drop that down there.
He did.
And he, I mean, I don't care what anybody
He
say.
annihilated him. He did. He
He
did.
went
He
nuts on
did.
that track.
He did.
He went
Like
nuts on that
he
track.
yeah.
And so when I heard that, and I was like, again, I was like, damn, how is Drake gonna come back from this one? Like, I thought he was hanging in there, you know, at that point. Like, he hanging in there. Like, it's kind of dead even. Like, I don't see a clear winner right now. You know what I mean? But then when that happened, I was like,
That was it.
it was like, oh, he just back
The
to
inter
back you
the
and Diddy
but the
bopped you.
internet voted.
Yeah,
That was it.
yeah. You had motherfuckers crip walking who don't crip walk. You had this, so there's a YouTuber, No Life Shack. He was like, he reviewed that shit. He was like, yeah, I'm not even a crip. I don't even gang bang, but I feel like crip walking to it. And it, like, he stood up and started crip
It was
walking. It was a
everywhere.
bop.
It was everywhere. It's been
It was a
everywhere.
bop. I was driving to it today. Like, yeah. It's a hot record. I can't. Mustard did his thing on that beat. Like, you can't. And then then Kendrick gave you a history lesson in the middle of the song to tell you how the slave trade worked, just to bring it all back around to as a metaphor for what Drake does. It was cold blooded. It was cold blooded.
It
Rick
was
James would have
good.
been like, I can't believe he did that.
Yeah, it was good. It really was. And I enjoyed all the beef. Thank you for the cheese man, because
Yeah,
the gossip was delish.
yeah. And then in the midst of all of that, we got the first ever diss beat by Metro Boomin. He told Metro to shut the fuck up and play some drums, and Metro made a fucking instrumental diss track, BBL Drizzy.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes. But who made that other song?
What? The slow jams? Oh, all those slow jams that they converted?
Yes.
I don't. There was that one guy I showed you, but I don't know if he made it or not. He might have just posted it. I didn't.
That was crazy. I opened up my app and
Yeah,
excuse me, that was the first thing that played. I was like, what the fuck?
Kendrick
It
Lamar with
was
his
in the
hair permed out,
morning.
looking like
I
motherfucking
was
James
like,
Brown.
wait, is this because of this? Like, other music is coming out because of this fucking beef.
Yeah,
That shit was crazy.
it was a great time for hip hop. It still is a great time for
It
hip hop. It's
always is.
always that's where I
Yeah,
was going. It always is, and yeah, the
that
whole
was
slow jams.
crazy
They did them with
though.
Drake too, and I was like, these motherfuckers is going wild.
I'm
Like, they
telling
going
you,
crazy out
the
there.
internet is crazy.
The
It went crazy this weekend.
yeah, the internet was on. Look, I'm gonna tell you, the internet was on everybody neck. Everybody neck. All
Yeah,
the meme artists on their necks. I know they was getting
agreed.
tired of going back and forth. Like, I felt like it became meme battles. Like, who had the best meme out there? Like, from all the memers. I don't even know if that's a word, but Y'all go ahead and let me know if y'all hear that phrase somewhere else. Make sure
I'm a
you
memer.
make sure you say 8:30 show coined that phrase. It was OG Dave. The memers was knocking it out the
Yeah.
park, from the AIs to the dance videos to the I seen one where it was like,
To everything. Like it was, I'm telling you, it was fucking everywhere. This
yes.
was everywhere. Everywhere I went, and as you know, algorithm goes, and yeah,
Yeah.
it was everywhere.
Well,
Everybody was talking about it this weekend.
yeah. I mean, you had the two, I consider the two biggest rap artists, even if you don't consider Drake a rap artist, he is a rap artist. The two biggest rap artists going back to back, no holds
There should
barred.
be a question mark up
like
here.
like a WrestleMania event. Like, people were talking about, like, oh, well,
Yeah.
Drake smoked Meek, but that's Meek Mill. Like, I don't expect Meek Mill to be the one to be able to
Mm.
shut Drake up. Like, nah, that ain't it. Like, you don't even remember what Meek Mill's diss song was called.
I ain't heard it, so.
It came out, it had the Undertaker beat, and the Undertaker was like, this shit garbage, homie. You gotta take this
Ooh,
down immediately. I am not getting
damn.
my name sullied. I am the motherfucking Undertaker. He put them WWE lawyers right on his neck.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that shit was up for like 5 hours and it was down. um,
I'd like to hear that.
I don't know if you can. I'm sure you can find it. Nothing
Come
leaves the
on, it's
internet.
the internet.
Nothing leaves the internet. Even those funny pictures of Beyonce when they caught her in high definition, they don't leave. No matter
Can't
how
scrub
much,
shit.
no matter how much you want to scrub the internet, it ain't. The only thing you could do is scrub
How the
your eyeballs with
fuck do
bleach
you
and
scrub the
Vaseline.
internet? Like, what if somebody takes a screenshot of it? They can't.
Again, back on the internet.
Yeah.
That's how they get all the
How
Twitter stuff,
technology, how far you've come.
right?
Hmm.
So, that just took over the weekend. You
Yeah.
didn't hear anything else from Kendrick. It just went ghost. Then from that song, you got all the pedophile rumors, and that stuff started bubbling up. Now, like,
Man,
currently, they still on the pedophile tip with Drake. Like, oh yeah, like, you
I'm
know,
telling you, that shit is career ending.
I don't think it's career ending. I just think that,
No, I know it's not,
yeah,
but now there's that question.
yeah,
So it's tainted.
yeah. He can't bring nobody up on stage. He can't take no pictures with no
Yes, he
fans.
can.
They gonna
They
all be
gotta be
like,
old.
he can't co-sign no rapper that's female.
Mm,
He can't take no pictures with no young females.
mm.
And so it's gonna be a bad look ever after this for
They don't
forever.
give a fuck. He doesn't care.
And then Drake responds, and I'm sorry, but the momentum from um, Kendrick's "Not Like Us"
Yeah,
just it deflated
it
that
did.
whole
It
song,
did.
and no one cared
No,
anymore.
no, no.
And then he tried
And,
to,
but here, okay, back to what I said. There was no diss other than him saying, like, I fooled you, by giving you misinformation. That's about it. Everything was an explanation and what he did, his
Mhm.
little scheme, and it didn't work or it worked, and now you're over here calling me whatever. You should do your investigation and blah blah blah. That's what the fuck I heard.
Nobody gave a fuck. Everybody was
No.
like, shut the fuck up. You
Yep.
shouldn't have responded. You should have just let
Correct.
it go and take the L. Now
Yeah.
you looking like a real suspect sucker. Look a real.
Sucker.
Now you up here rapping
Yeah,
about,
that
I
was
am not a
crazy.
pedophile. You a pedophile. Like, what
Yeah. That's
it
fucked
just
up.
it looks so corny. Like, for me, it would have been better if Drake just dropped a diss song that was a bop as well, and it was like had some little jabs in there, and just leave the pedophile angle alone. Don't even comment
But
on it.
that's what I'm saying. That was a whole explanation. Like, we didn't need an explanation.
He had a
I
tantrum.
needed you to, like, do a diss track.
Yeah,
That was an explanation on why and what and who and when and
he lying. I
he
put that
like,
out
yeah.
there. man, we don't care. We don't care. Make a diss record, something that's hard
Yeah, that's not
hitting.
what it was.
No, he threw a tantrum.
He did.
That's he threw a tantrum.
I want to say he did.
And then he
I
said,
don't know
"Oh,
you, but I feel like
I'm
he
not
did.
gonna keep engaging. Yet we don't want to hear it no more at this point, because this is what you return fire with some mid
So this
bullshit.
is over then. It's over.
And maybe it depends. It depends if Kendrick wants to continue beating a dead horse at
Well,
this
yeah,
point.
because they said he had like, I don't know, 1,000 trillion
Yeah.
million
Well,
songs
I know for sure
to drop.
Kendrick. I know for
Dissing
sure.
Drake.
I know for sure. Just like the world knows, because of Not Like Us, that he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus another 5. So we know he got 10 more.
God damn. The fuck?
So I had this theory. I don't know if anybody
So
else
he's
has
just
said it.
gonna hold them and be like, all right, if you come back,
I'm gonna release them again, one after the
he's
other.
fully loaded.
He's probably writing more right now. So I had this theory. I don't know if I said it, and I don't know if anybody else has said it. The theory was that I had. What if when he dropped push-ups, Drake,
Mhm.
and it took so long for Kendrick to respond, it wasn't because Kendrick didn't have nothing, but it was because he
Mhm.
was doing 1, 2, 3,
I
4,
had that thought.
5,
I had
10.
that thought. I also thought of you
What about?
complaining. What about Kendrick?
Well, yeah.
Where is he gonna drop his music? I was
Well,
like,
hey, after 4 days, I'm like, come on, bro.
come on.
4 days, I'm like, come on, bro.
Well,
Four
he
days.
can do whatever he wants, and he hit you with more than one song.
I'm still
Back
trying
to
to,
slapped you in the face, back
yeah,
to back.
yeah. I'm still trying to get my composure from
Trying to
Euphoria. Shit,
recuperate.
from Euphoria. I ain't even got into the whole dissecting the rest of them. And then, yeah, like I said, going back, Drake dropped that bullshit. That shit was super mid. It sounded like he was on. It sounded like a second grader getting bullied at kindergarten.
Damn.
It just that just wasn't it.
Damn.
It was not it. And Damn is the album that he should have referenced
I said,
and
God
made something
damn.
better.
Wow.
I mean, he should have kept
Everybody
that.
was laughing. Everybody said so.
Yeah, he should have. He should have. Whoever in his team was like, yeah, go ahead and push the button on that one. They need to be fired. Because
What are you fired?
if it was me, I'd have been like, Aubrey, don't do that one. Go back in the booth. Go crank out Daddy a hit. Throw a little jabs in there.
It is what it
Make some
is.
slick shit and come back out. You can't
He
come
came
back
out,
out
he
with
did
that.
his thing, and he flopped.
Yeah. That record would have been a better
Period.
that record would have been a better record if he hadn't dropped like Family Matters. Because I thought Family Matters was a great record. I thought it was a good record. I thought the content in it was good. You know what I mean? And it was doing well. But yeah. And then at the same time, I also feel like, what if Kendrick did that album, that not the album, but that record, Meet the Grams, just a throwaway, just to say, I'm gonna throw this out there and see what he say, and bait him in and see if he gonna be like, that was some fake information. But then he was like, fuck that, I'm gonna hit him again. I don't like nobody playing on my phone. I'm keeping it real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Aubrey Drake was like, I'm
Oh,
scared to
Drake.
call him Drake now because I didn't get no Drake record. I got all Aubrey's. And then he dropped that shit, and it was like, you know what it reminded me of? To
What?
be honest with you, I'm sure everybody else know this reference. It reminded me a Friday After Next when he go into Pinky's. What's his name? Fuck. I can't get jiggy to this. What is this shit? What is this bullshit?
That's next Friday.
Yeah, it's next Friday. Yeah, yeah. That's what that shit was. I'm listening to that shit while we reacted. I'm like, I can't get jiggy to this shit. What is this shit? This is some bullshit. That's what it was.
I enjoyed it, all of it.
I enjoyed it.
It was a epic moment in rap history.
Yes. And like I say with anything that's entertainment, I'm happy as long as I'm entertained. And I was thoroughly
Yeah, I
entertained.
was. It may not seem that I'm not like entertained. Uh I'm not as animated as David is, but I enjoyed it. It was very um it was very interesting to watch two grown men do this.
Yeah.
It really was. Talking shit to each other, but when it just got dirty, that shit was fabulous. It was great.
Hey, slam poetry over
Yeah.
beats and rhymes.
Yeah, it was great.
He said
I know my
this, I
description
said
of it
this.
is like very,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not.
You're more reserved. I get
Yeah,
it.
I am,
Like I
but I'm
said,
trying to loosen up.
like I said, I really enjoyed it. I hope everybody else really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Again, I hope, as I've said in every reaction and every reaction we've done
yeah.
and every video we've done at this point, I hope it stays where it's at. I hope the two camps can um, keep their guys in check and it does not become
No,
something of violence.
the way this came out, I don't think that's the case. Honestly, I don't think it's like that. But I don't know this, so like I don't know them,
Yeah,
and I don't know how they get down. But it doesn't seem
yeah,
like that to me. I feel like it's staying in the music.
yeah.
Now, if they see each other, I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want this to turn into
I
something
don't think it
violent.
would though.
I don't think it, well, I don't think between Kendrick and Drake that it'll turn into
It will be their
something.
people.
It will be their entourages, and those are the people that I'm talking to.
Oi.
Those are the people that I'm talking to. We don't need this to turn to spill into something that's ugly in the streets. I mean, come on, people. Hip hop has already taken enough bullshit throughout the
Yeah.
years with rappers being gunned down and murdered and then getting killed over rap beef. I mean, I we lived through the Tupac and Biggie situation. I don't want to see that type of thing go on again.
Yeah. I I think about that time, and I always remember that BIG was like a young 20 something.
Hmm.
I think he was 23. He was, compared to where I am in life now, he was just a kid.
Yeah,
He was just a kid.
both of them were.
Yeah, and I know there's a lot of people that die young, but he was famous, and we were young as fuck,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's sad to see. He had so much potential. He was going to be one of the biggest artists out there. He was already
Hmm.
there, and just snuffed out over some stupid shit.
I think,
Bullshit.
yeah, both of them were snuffed out, not
Yeah.
even in their prime. Like
Yeah.
I get Tupac's situation because I was kind of some he got himself mixed into some gang activity. Still, still, it don't matter. It was fueled by rap beef.
Yeah. It
Let's
really
keep it
was.
real.
It got ugly, but regardless, hopefully
Yeah,
that won't be the case, and we can enjoy more music by these guys.
yeah.
Some more beef. Some more, what was I
Some
going to
more
say?
jabs, some more beef, some more darts thrown at each other. Look, I'm all for that in
Some.
rap.
Yeah.
I'm all for that in rap. Why? Because I feel every rapper should be looking at themselves as the number one rapper. And, you know, if you're a rapper and you think you're the number one, there's somebody saying, nah, I'm number one, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm number one. And that's what it is. That's the competition side of it.
Yeah.
That's the sport of it. And I'm all for that. But I'm not for the violence because of rap beef or fucking angry poems. Like, let's be real, like what are we doing here?
No, I know, but
But I think that
you don't think about that shit when you're out in the streets and you see your frenemy, your
yeah,
enemy out there, and yeah, it's you don't think about that.
yeah,
Just like people don't think about it when they kill people randomly
yeah,
over a burger,
yeah,
uh road rage, whatever. They don't
yeah.
think about that. It's only till after the fact.
I think my outlook on that is due to that I'm a little older than a lot of people Um, so I can look at things differently,
Hmm.
and I really understand the one decision may ruin your life. I've witnessed a lot of people make that one decision and ruin their life, and over rap battle that isn't even
Yeah,
something that started from
it's
streets. I
not even
mean,
worth it.
that's why I was happy when DJ Quick and MCA squashed their Infinity beef. you know, for what? What are they doing? They're old men now. Let it go. You know. So I just hope I say all that to say this. Let's not let this as a culture in hip hop. Let's not let this turn into something more than what it is.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
let it stay at the entertainment level. Let the tea be spilled. Let it be that. Let it, whether it's factual or not,
Yeah,
and enjoy the slaying of smut on everybody's name.
I agree with that.
Motherfucking
Hopefully it'll.
BBL Drizzy. I can't get over Metro Boomin with that bullshit. Great move, Metro. Great move. You the first one that has ever done something like that. And let me tell you, I tip my hat to you on that one. That one was slick.
Yeah,
That was a real
I think
tough move.
everybody gave their piece this weekend, and I
Yeah,
enjoyed all of it.
yeah.
It was great.
So we say all that to say this. Let's get our takes now, like our hot takes on what you think. Who do you think won? Because that's the narrative now. Who won,
Kendrick Lamar won
and why do you say Kendrick?
because he annihilated him. I don't know how many times I got to say it. Kendrick Lamar ate that motherfucker up. He really did.
Mm,
I like Drake. I've said that a few times. I do like Drake. He's I like his music.
hmm
But yeah, Kendrick, I can't say anything else.
Yeah, I have to go. I have to second that. Kendrick is right now having a pizza with Canadian bacon on it,
Mm.
because he just ate a Canadian rapper,
Dude.
and is enjoying the spoils of victory as one should.
Yeah.
Um, I hope he uses this as a launching pad for his next move that he makes, or the next diss records he drops. I mean, don't hold them. Don't waste them. Let
No.
them out.
I'm
Because I'm
saying
here for it. Just
it's
don't
his
drop them
little
all back to
arsenal.
back.
He's ready.
Yeah, So yeah, that's my take. That's your take. So I guess the 8:30 show is on board with Kendrick
Yeah.
um, destroying. Do you think it was close, or do you think it was just a complete? Well, because people are saying like it was a close victory for Kendrick.
No, it wasn't even close. I didn't see it as close at all.
Got it.
Like at all.
Got
By
it.
a fucking mile.
I had
Especially after the last song that
I
Drake dropped.
Yeah.
Cause
Well,
yeah.
that was Boo Boo LaRue for a Drake's record.
But
Like
that's what I'm saying.
I don't care what any of the Drake fans say. If they can complain and
Kendrick
complain,
came and hit him like
don't be a
back to
sore
back.
loser. Don't be a sore
Back
loser.
to back.
Yeah.
So yeah, he won.
Up until Not Like Us, I was kind of leaning more on the tie. For me, it was kind of a draw. They weren't really punching each other really hard.
Yeah, I
Uh,
agree because I agreed. I
yeah,
said that then.
yeah, it was kind of
And
a
yeah,
draw.
but no,
But when he dropped that Not Like Us, that slapper on there, I was like, it's over.
it's over.
And if he don't drop enough, if Drake don't drop a slapper, it's over. It's
It's
over.
over. No, it was over. It was over.
Yeah.
He won.
God damn.
And I yeah, he won.
He gave us a diss record with a fucking history lesson. Called him a colonizer.
He sure the fuck did. He sure did.
He said, this is the real nigga challenge. So and here's the other thing I'd like to mention that a lot of people say that Kendrick don't, even Drake said this in an interview, Kendrick don't have quotable bars. And I'm like, I beg to differ because I'm when Kendrick said, beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. I was like, that's tough.
Yeah.
Everybody was stuck on the A minor shit. I was like, yeah, I get that. You playing the pedophile role. Okay, cool, cool, cool. What else you got? And when you hit me with that one, I was like, God damn. That's a tough bar right there. That's a tough line. And like then he gave me the history lesson. I was like, God damn. Say it ain't so, Kendrick. Why you doing him like this?
Mm-hmm.
Why you dragging him outside?
Yeah, he was. He dragged the fuck out of him. Like he really,
Yeah.
really dragged him. It was great. It was great. Thank you for that.
Yeah. That song beat Drake like he owed him money.
Oh And Drake's last song was like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like empty, like he had nothing left.
All the gas was gone.
Yeah, it was gone. That's how it felt to me after listen, because I was hoping, like, I was like, okay, Drake, come on, give me
I
something,
think we
because
all
I
were.
love Drake. But yeah, it didn't hit for me like that. I was like, eh.
Yeah,
Mm,
I think we all were expecting Drake to swing back with, like I said when we did the reaction,
yeah.
I said this just ain't it. Like it's not hitting it's
No,
not
it
hitting
was
hard
not.
enough. This just the punch ain't landing. Like
No, it was not.
he's swinging in the air.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Kendrick just diddy bopped all over
guess,
you and you
guess, gone.
he diddy bopping on you and you over here swinging in the air like throwing up free throws. Kendrick passed on the body like John Stockton.
Yeah.
So I think uh, I think we can put this to bed,
Yes.
and this should be the final chapter. Unless Drake does drop a ditty, then I'll go ahead and react to that too. But I think we can call this one a dunzo.
Yeah, it was great. Good times.
Good times, good times. Any uh any last any last words you got?
No.
Peace.